If you love Asian food, you most likely came across a very special ingredient. It is used in several different things, especially marinades. However, I was told that the secret of many chefs is to use it on steaks, so I wasn't gonna let that pass by, because this is today's special ingredient, roasted sesame oil. Now this ingredient is quite powerful, because if you use too much, it will overpower everything. And today, we're definitely putting that to the test. As for this experiment, I'll be using 3 steaks. They're choice grade, 1.5 inches thick, and perfect for it. But the first steak is gonna take some time, and here's why. I went ahead and grabbed the container, threw my steak in there, and immediately started adding a generous amount of sesame oil. This is one of those cases that the more the better. The whole idea here is to preserve the steak as much as possible, so I made sure to cover the whole thing with it. As once everything was fully covered, inside of my refrigerator it goes for a long time. As once the time was up, I went ahead and grabbed 2 steaks. These are going to be treated completely different, because the first thing to do is to get them seasoned. A generous amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. One of them will be our control to see if there's much differences between them. The other one will get a light coating of sesame oil when it's finished, just a tiny bit. So now that these steaks are fully seasoned, the next thing to do is to go ahead, vacuum seal them, and they are now ready for sous vide. As I went ahead and took out our experimental one. And take a look at this. It seems like the sesame oil preserved the steak nicely. And as soon as I pull it out, it confirmed everything. It looks very nice. It is still pink, there's no oxidation, and it makes sense as oil is a preservative. It did something else to the steak. As I hold it, it is extremely tender. You can clearly see fibers are coming apart. But besides of being more tender, it has a wonderful smell of sesame oil. And I cannot wait to find out what is it gonna taste like. Because first, we gotta get it seasoned. For that, I went with a generous amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. The same exact thing as I did with the previous ones. As once that was done, inside of the bag it goes, then I vacuum sealed it, and I'll be cooking all of the steaks in the same container at 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. This will cook them to perfection. Because as that was happening, it was perfect because it allowed me time to go ahead and make an awesome side dish. This one is not as it seems. Because believe it or not, underneath this there are noodles. It is a new trend being made in Korea, and I wanted to give it a go and see if it's good or not. And here's how it's made. The first thing we need is some soba noodles. But I think this recipe can work with any noodles honestly. But here we go. The first and most important thing is preparation. I went ahead and grabbed the amount I want to make. Then you want to use some rubber bands to hold it together, just like this. Make sure to make a few. It will be necessary. As the next step is to go ahead and boil them in water. Just follow the instructions in the packaging. As once it's fully cooked, here's where the magic comes in. Into a pan, add a little bit of sesame oil. Then spread the oil with the noodles and set it down just like this. At this stage, you can go ahead and cut the edge. Because now as the noodle is frying, you want to go ahead and add some eggs, which has lightly been beaten first. Let that cook nice and slow. As now we're going to prepare the filling. And you can make this one made out of anything you like. For mine, I first added a tiny bit of sesame oil, followed by some scallions, shrimp, and octopus. Mix everything together and start to cook it. You want to season it with a generous amount of salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper, and keep cooking it until it's fully cooked. To finish it, add some cabbage right on top, mix everything well, and that's it for the filling. It's that simple. Now add a generous amount on top of the noodles and start closing the whole thing. The key here is to get those eggs nice and golden brown, because once you're done, you want to go ahead and start plating it. As then you want to add some okonomiyaki sauce, which is Japanese barbecue sauce by the way, followed by Japanese mayo, a tiny bit of chili oil, and finish it off with some green onions and gochugaru. And this is today's side dish. Even though it's my first time, I have a feeling that it's going to be delicious. And for whatever reason, if you don't like seafood, you can make it out of ground beef or anything you like. Because I have a feeling it's gonna be real good. As I also have really high hopes on these steaks, because by this time they were fully cooked. So I went ahead and opened them up and take a look. Exactly what you would expect with sous vide steaks. They look gray and very unappetizing when you remove them from the bag. But don't be fooled, my friends, because they're fully cooked. We just need a nice good crust. And for that, you first want to pat it dry real good. As I know exactly what you're thinking. They don't look that good right now. But watch this. right, everybody, and here we got our beautiful steaks with a nice side dish. What do you guys think, gentlemen?
I'm thinking that these steaks look a little bit better than that side dish.
I'm so hungry today, and those steaks smelling good.
Smell good. I know it smell good. I know it's going to be able to tell what it is as soon as you take a bite. But take a look at my side dish. You know what that is? I know you can't tell. It's noodles.
It looks like a shriveled burrito.
Yeah, I do see the noodles.
So as you can clearly see, we got an experiment going on. Give me your honest opinion. Say it like it is. If it's good, if it's good, if it's bad, if it's bad. We're going to dig in right here. Please, let's go. Enough talking. Let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
That is money, my bro. That is money on the money.
Oh my God, bro.
The flavor is incredible.
When you're hungry, it's even better.
This steak is so good, I need to go for another piece right here.
Damn, I should have cut more. I got no more steaks left.
It's so tender, wonderfully beefy, and you can feel the seasonings, Google. That combination of salt, pepper, garlic powder, you nailed that thing down to a science. And let me tell you guys, the best seasoning I've tried on a steak.
So here's the deal. That tasted fantastic. Anything different? Anything weird?
That felt like a control.
Very good. Well, let's see if the second one is going to be any different or not. Please dig in, gentlemen. Let's go. Enough talking. Give me your honest opinion. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, wow.
It's interesting because this special ingredient adds like richness to the steak, and it does kind of like overpower the beef a little bit.
Really? So you don't think that this one here is better than the control?
I think a beef purist is gonna enjoy the control, and someone who's looking for something more unique is gonna like this one.
Bro, I'm a beef purist, and I like this one better. You?
I'm a beef purist, bro. And I like this one better too. Maybe it's because I like it a lot, but I don't taste it more than the steak either. I feel like it's a good balance. I'm good with this. This is nice.
Yeah, I like it. No, I understand where Emilio's coming from though, because this is strong, okay? And when you put it on a steak, you shouldn't put that much because it's very powerful. You can smell it, right? It's coming in through my nose. But if you don't like it, you don't like it. You don't like it?
I like it, I just like beef more. I like a traditional steak more.
That's fair. We always got to be honest, and I enjoy it quite a bit. Now for the side dish. You ready? All right, grab a noodle. Now this noodle here is unlike any other noodle. No, don't be afraid. It has octopus. So this is like a Korean fried noodle. I don't know what to call it, omelette.
That looks gnarly.
They look weird.
It looks very colorful.
All right, I want your honest opinion on this side dish right here, okay? Say it like it is. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. Let's give it a go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Oh, you don't like it?
Not for me.
That is nice. You can taste the seafood that's in it, but like the sauces and the other ingredients on it really take away from that powerful fishy flavor. The sauce is nice, adds a little bit of tanginess. The noodles, you said it's fried, but the noodles are surprisingly soft.
The spice kind of coats the outside of your tongue in a weird way, all the way up to your throat. It's weird.
So what this is basically fried noodles with eggs and obviously Japanese mayo and your okonomiyaki sauce. It's kind of like Japanese Korean infusion, but I enjoy it. You?
I like it a lot.
You?
Not so much.
Exactly, okay? So goes to show you that we tell you like it is, everybody. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right, let's go to this one. Let's dig in, please.
This might be a little bit too wild for me, Guga.
No. Smell it. Tell me if you smell anything.
This is stronger than the last one.
Yeah, that's way stronger than the last one.
Let's give it a try right now. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
I'm still cool with it.
Oh, wow.
That was surprising.
Wow, it's less.
Yeah, it's less powerful. I like this one more than the middle one for some weird reason. But can you guys feel like that difference in texture? Whatever you did to the steak, it
Definitely.
did something to the texture. It's
The
almost
texture
like
is very different,
a
yeah.
little bit more powdery, almost kind of like what you get when you dry age a steak in pineapple.
I can see it, but not that much.
No, not that much, but it's like it definitely affects the texture of the steak. So I actually like the flavor of this one more, but I prefer the texture of the middle one.
It's funny that you said that because it has less flavor of the special ingredient, which is?
Sesame seed oil.
Yes!
Really?
Honestly, I'm going with the middle one.
Also, this is a complete waste because I soaked the steak in sesame oil. Save your money, don't soak the steak, just brush a tiny bit, especially if you like it as much as we do. It's gonna be great.
That's perfect.
But those are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.